What's up, and welcome to this episode of Sunday Driver. So if you saw the last video that I did, saw that the Z just went out for the shop. Finally got my non-running project out of the garage. So what's a guy to do when he has no project sitting in the garage except go and pick up another one? Yeah, of course, we're not going to get something that's already good and set to go. We're going to get another, as they call it on Hoopy's Garage, the Hoopties. Let's go see what we're going to get. Okay, so quick story. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, what we're picking up. I have had 3 of these dirt bikes so far. All of them were lifted. All of them had a big bore kit on them. And all of them were complete duds. I got my first one, and after a while it started running kind of crappy. So we opened up the block, and there's literally like a golf ball sized chunk out of the block just missing. So the previous owner probably tore it open, and somehow it was still able to run with that chunk missing out of it. But that was the first one. The second one I got was a lifted Honda frame with a 110 in it, so it's a little bit quicker. Yeah, that one didn't last long either. So fingers crossed that this is the keeper and this one's gonna last me a while. People give me crap for loving pit bikes so much, but they're literally so fun. If you have never ridden a pit bike, find one and just have a blast on it. They are a little bit more dangerous because they're so like maneuverable and slow that it gives you like a false sense of confidence, and then you're like, yeah, I could jump that. Yeah, just be careful on it. But I'm stoked to add this one to the fleet. Time to formally introduce this thing. I had one about a year and a half ago and I sold it, and I've regretted it ever since. They're so cheap and they're so much fun. I just had to get another one. This one is actually my cousin's, and I remember riding it. So I had a 110 at the time, and I got in this and it's like so much faster. So boom, there we go. It is a Honda 50 frame with big boy shocks up front. It has an SSR 110 with a cam, and it's geared to be as torquey as possible. But that's basically it. These things are so simple. There's a few things I do have to do to it. It hasn't been started in about, let's see, about a year. So first things first, this has to go. And then we're gonna give it a quick clean, and I just topped it up with fuel, and we're gonna see if we can get it to run today, because I wanna go and ride it as soon as possible. Got it all cleaned up. So one of the weird things about these, they actually come with a key, which is kind of strange for a little tiny bike like this. But even though it's been sitting for a year, I think it might be able to start. We just threw some fresh gas in it, so let's give it a try. Probably turn on the fuel. day. Since the Z is out for the shop, we actually decided to pull the MX-5 into the garage, which looks very happy about it. But anyways, the reason I didn't go for a first ride yesterday is because this bike actually has a flat on it. So we're gonna remove the rear tire, head out to the shop, and get one installed. I've had, let's see, I replaced one of these 3 times, and somehow it's my special skill. I managed to pop it every single time. So we're having somebody else do it today. These are pretty straightforward to remove. I mean, it's barely more complicated than getting a bike tire off. So basically we have a bolt here, and then this is able to slide off on that side. Same thing over here, and it has this bolt that goes through all the way to the other side. So basically 4 bolts, and then we're set to go. There we go. Okay, while the other tires are getting mounted, we just picked up these grips for it because the other ones were trashed, and also we got the glue to put it on. So let's get, this one is already cut off because it was so nasty, and let's get this one off and put on the new ones. Back with the all pumped up and replaced inner tube on the rear, so let's get it on and let's finally go for the maiden voyage. I am ready for it. All right, time for our maiden voyage. Again, I'm in the helmet, so hopefully you can hear me okay. I got the new tire in the rear, and we got them both pumped up. Let's see if she'll start for me. Weird thing about this one is it actually comes with a key, which I thought was kind of funny for just the 50, but what a champ. Starts up first kick. And like I said, this bike hasn't been ridden in over a year, so that's pretty awesome. Let's go. Oh, nope. Of course I stole it. One thing about these is that they don't start unless the clutch is in. There we go. And neutral can be pretty hard to find. We'll let it warm up for just a minute before we get going. Alright, we got a little heat in it. Let's roll. Maiden voyage right here. Before we actually see what she's got, but like I said, this is my third one, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be quite a bit quicker than all the rest, because I had one that was an actual 50cc bike, and then I had a 110, but that was the one that I said had the huge hole in the block. Thanks, previous owner. But this is a 110 with a cam. So even on top of being more displacement, it should have a little kick once you get on that cam. right, that's gonna be a wrap for the day. Enough hooning around the neighborhood, but thank you guys very much for watching and following along with this shenanigans. Go out and get a pit bike. They're so cheap and they're so dumb and they're so fun. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.